suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make a Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my patrolling, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, that's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like it's Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We gotten bored with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll take that 14 yards on play number one.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Rolling to his right. And this one too low. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Off play action, Fields. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ridder will set up to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ridder with another throw on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
3rd and short, Ridder. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ridder back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Ridder. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Cohen. is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and 10. Fields. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, here's Fields. Got a man. That's Ayuk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Fields going to change things up here. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now they'll shift things around. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Got London on the slant. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's Fields. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
A 10-yard pickup brings up second down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score, Falcons 7, 49ers nothing.
go. Pretty good. Delta. Right.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Up, let's go. Right.
Here's Fields. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Fields. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Now Fields. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ritter now on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, Ritter. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. First down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On second down, here's Mitchell. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run over center with Mitchell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Fields. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, Ritter. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Back to throw here.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Aaron Robinson.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup at 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Try the right side with Mitchell. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Mitchell again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
They'll roll him out right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 40-yard touchdown. And Moody for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're moving to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
First down, a run with Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First down, Falcons.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Back to throw, Ritter. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at their own 42.
At their own 42-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by D'Angelo Malone. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, a run with Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's third and 7. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 86 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 7 and 5 at the Falcons 42-yard line.
A second down throw for Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
31-yard line.
Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. On the counter, Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Purdy looking to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Mitchell. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Evades him at the 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down.
And he is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Once more with Mitchell. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Ritter on 1st and 10. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Fury, yellow. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
First down, here's Ritter. His throw incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners
Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Niners 38, Falcons 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Carter straight ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready?
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. And my goodness, another interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Play action. Now Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Right side, and he finds Gray. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 1-yard gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they
go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
On first down, Ritter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Ritter back to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
First down, Atlanta.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
They go play action here. Purdy.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Let's go. They'll come out in the pistol.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Jake Moody for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 45, Falcons 14.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Now he's flushed out right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Ready.
Ritter throwing on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, 43 yards.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
Falcons 21. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control. They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been...